Welcome! In today's video, we are going to discuss integral and zero exponents. So this will help you in answering your learning materials for week 3, pages 12 to 14 sa learning material nyo ng pang-mathematics for second quarter. Okay, so sa integral and zero exponents, kailangan matutunan natin yung mga laws of exponent. So, ang unang law of exponents is yung product of a power. Ito yung pag multiply mo yung mga expressions. Anong nangyayari sa mga powers nila. Okay? So, product of a power is like a raised to m times a raised to n is equals to a raised to m plus n. So, kapag parehas sila ng base, so in this case, ang base sila is a. So, all you have to do is just add the exponent. So, sabi nila, same base, copy the base, add the exponent. This is when you multiply algebraic expressions. Okay, so let's do an example. We have here y times y raised to 7. So again, they have the same base. Ang base nila is yung y. So all you have to do is just copy the base, which is y, and then add the exponent. So ano ba ang exponent ng unang expression, which is y? Since there is no number, or there's no exponent, there is the, what we call the invisible one. So 1, and then dun sa second expression, we have the exponent 7. So plus 7, so that is equals to y raised to 8. Second example, x cubed times x raised to 4, that is equal to, again, we have the same base. Our base is x, so all we have to do is just copy the base, which is x, and then add the exponent, 3 plus 4. So our final answer is x raised to 7. Okay. Now, as you can see, for our third examples, may mga coefficients na yung mga expressions natin. Merong 4 tsaka 3. So, all you have to do is just multiply these coefficients. Kasi yun yung natin, operation. 4y raised to 4 times 3y raised to 5. So, you just multiply 4 times 3. Tapos, for the y, ang y natin, okay, that is the base. Ang mga exponents ng y is 4 plus 5. Therefore, your final answer will be 4 times 3, that is 12. And then y, 4 plus 5 is equals to 9. So, 4y raised to 4 times 3y raised to 5 is equals to 12y raised to 9. Okay, for our last example, we have 5pr times 6p squared r squared times 3p squared r cubed. O, ayan, marami na siyang mga bases or variables. So, uunahin muna natin yung mga coefficients, yung mga numbers. So, that is 5 times 6 times 3. Okay? Tapos, doon naman tayo sa mga p. Ano ba yung mga exponent ng p? So, sa unang expression, ang p niya ay walang variable, ay walang exponent. So, automatically, meron siyang 1. Sa susunod na expression, meron siyang 2. And then, sa susunod na expression, meron siya ulit na 2. Okay? Next naman, doon tayo sa r. So, yung unang r, sa unang expression, wala siyang exponent. So, therefore, automatically, ang exponent niya is 1. Sa second expression, merong 2. And then, sa third expression, merong 3. Okay? Now, let us get the final answer. Multiply muna natin. 5 times 6 is 30 times 3, that is 90. Sa p naman, okay, for letter P, so 1 plus 2 plus 2, that is 5. And for the R, 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. So, ang final answer natin is 90p raised to 5, R raised to 6. Okay, let us now move on to the second law of exponent. We have the quotient of a power. So as you can see, this time, the operation is division. Kanina, yung product of a power, it is multiplication. Ang gagawin mo lang, i-add mo yung exponent kapag same base. But sa quotient of a power, kapag same base, okay, ang gagawin mo is susubtract mo yung exponent ng nasa numerator minus the exponent ng nasa numerator. As you can see, dito sa is we have a raised to m divided by a raised to n. So that is equals to a raised to m minus n. Okay, so we have here another first example. We have b raised to 5 divided by b raised to 2. So they have the same base. Our base is b. And then we subtract the exponent from the numerator. Ang exponent ng numerator is 5 minus yung exponent ng denominator, which is 2. So our final answer is b. 5 minus 2 is equals to 3. So final answer is b cubed. Okay. Isa pang example, m raised to 5, n raised to 4, divided by m times n. So let us start first, kasi nakikita natin sa example, dalawa na yung bases natin, or dalawa na yung variables, which is m tsaka yung n. So, unahin mo muna natin yung sa m. So, ang exponent ng nasa numerator is 5. Yung nasa denominator is, wala kayo nakikitang exponent, so automatic 1 yun. So, 5 minus 1. Sa n naman, ang exponent na nasa numerator is 4 minus the exponent na nasa denominator. Again, wala yung 1, so invisible 1. Walang exponent, so therefore it is the invisible 1. Okay, so m, 5 minus 1 is 4, and then n, 4 minus 1 is 3. So that is our final answer. Okay. So, last example for quotient of a power. We have 12x raised to 5, y raised to 4, divided by 3x squared, y cubed. Ngayon, may coefficient, tapos dalawang variable. So, katulad doon sa multiplication, sa product of a power, we multiplied first the coefficient. So, it's the same with the quotient of a power. We divide first the coefficient. So, meron tayong 12 divided by 3. Now, we copy the bases with the same bases and just copy it and then subtract the exponent. So, let's start with the base x. So, magiging yung exponent ng nasa numerator is 5 minus the exponent na nasa denominator, which is 2. And then next variable or next base, we have y. And then our exponent sa numerator is 4 minus the exponent na nasa denominator, which is 3. So, equals to 12 divided by 3, that is 4. And then yung sa x, 5 minus 2 is 3. And then sa y, 4 minus 3 is 1. So, hindi na natin ilalagay yung 1 kasi understood na kapag walang exponent, the exponent is equal to 1. Okay, so for the third law of exponent, we have what we call the power of a product. So, yung exponent ng isang minumultiply na expression. Okay, so mapapansin mo, the expressions are inside a parenthesis, tapos naka-raise siya sa power or sa exponent. So, we have here quantity A times B raised to M. So, ang gagawin lang doon is you just multiply the numbers, the exponent to the expressions. Okay? So, we have here x, quantity x, y, raised to 3. So, ang gagawin mo lang, distribute mo yung exponent. So, that is 3 times 1, ang exponent ng x na nasa taas. So, magiging x cubed. And then 3 times exponent ng y na nasa loob. Ang exponent ng y na nasa loob ay 1. So, that is y cubed. Second example for power of a product. We have 2x raised to 4. Ay, I'm sorry. Palitan natin. Yan. Sorry. So, 2x, quantity 2x raised to 4. Okay. So, ang gagawin din na ulit is i-multiply natin yung exponents na nandun sa labas, i-multiply mo doon sa exponents na nasa loob. So, 4 times, ano ang exponent ng 2? That is 1. So, 4 times 1 is 4. So, 2 raised to 4. And then x, ang exponent ng nasa loob is 1. So, just 4 times 1, that is 4. So, for your final answer, 2 raised to 4, that is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So, that is 16x raised to 4. Okay, last example. So, we have here quantity a squared, b cubed, close parenthesis, raised to 2. Okay, so sabi ko nga, you just multiply the exponents from the outside to the exponents dun sa loob. So, magiging a muna. So, 2 times 2. And then, yung b na nasa loob, ang exponent niya ay 3 times 2. So, your final answer will be A, 2 times 2, that is 4. And B, 3 times 2, that will be 6. Okay. So, sa pang-fourth natin na law of exponent, we have what we call the power of a quotient. Wherein, the expressions that are divided, tapos meron siyang power, naka-parentheses, tapos meron siyang exponent na nasa labas. Ang gagawin mo lang is just the same with the power of a product. Wherein, you multiply the exponents na nasa labas dun sa exponents na nasa loob. A, quantity A over B raised to M, that is equals to A raised to M divided by A raised to N. So, for our first example, we have quantity X divided by Y or X over Y raised to 3 or cube. So, gagawin mo lang, multiply the exponents na nasa labas to sa exponent na nasa loob. Since our x doesn't have a exponent, automatic that is 1. So, 3 times 1, that is 3. So, that will be x cubed. And then, for the y, again, wala tayong exponent. So, there's the invisible one. So, 3 times 1, that is y cubed. Okay, let us try this one naman. So, we have quantity 2 over 3 squared. So, again, magiging 2 squared and then 3 squared. And then, just simplify. Ang 2 squared is 4 and then, ang 3 squared is 9. So, walang divisibility. That's the lowest term. Our final answer is 4 over 9. Okay, last example. So, we have 3x squared, quantity 3x squared divided by 4y cubed raised to 3. Okay? So, ganun ulit. Just distribute the exponents or multiply the exponents from the outside to the exponents inside. So, dun muna tayo sa 3. Ang exponent na 3 ay 1. So, automatically, 3 times 1 is 3. Tapos, yung x, ang exponent niya sa loob ay 2. So, multiply mo siya ng 3 sa exponent na nasa labas. And then, dun sa 4, okay, walang exponent si 4. So, that is 3 times 1. And then, sa y, ang exponent na nasa loob ay 3. Ang times the exponent na nasa labas, which is 3. Okay? So, ang 3 cubed, that is 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. So, x, 2 times 3, that is 6. Divided by, ang 4 cubed natin ay 4 times 4 times 4, which is equals to 64. And then for the y, 3 times 3, that is 9. Okay? So, 27 and 64, wala naman silang parehas na factor. Hindi sila divisible by any number. So, that will be the lowest term. Wala na tayong ibang masisimplify. So, our final answer is 27 x raised to 6 divided by 64 y raised to 9. Okay. So, pag nagsisimplify tayo ng mga expressions, bukod dun sa loss of exponents, kailangan natin isimplify siya to its simplest form. Okay? So, gumagamit tayo ng zero and negative exponents. So, dito muna tayo sa zero exponents. So, any number, any expression that is raised to zero, it is equal to 1. So, ibig sabihin, for example, we have 5 raised to 0, that is equals to 1. Or we have, let's say, quantity 4, x squared, y cubed, z raised to 0. So, mapapansin nyo, yung buong nasa loob ng parenthesis ay equals to 0. So, automatically, this is equals to 1. Now, we have another example. 8 x squared y raised to 0. So, ang may exponent lang dyan na 0 ay yung y. So, ang final answer or yung simplest form niya will be just 8x squared because y raised to 0 is equals to 1. So, ganun kasimple ang zero exponents. Okay, so for negative exponents naman, para maging positive yung exponent, ang gagawin mo is i-reciprocal mo lang siya. Kukunin mo yung reciprocal niya. Ano ba yung reciprocal? Kung nasa numerator siya, ilalagay mo siya sa denominator. Kung nasa denominator siya, ilalagay mo siya sa numerator. So, a raised to negative n is equals to 1 over a raised to n. So, makikita mo, magiging positive na si n. Kasi wala namang, paano mo mako-compute ang negative exponent, di ba? So, kailangan gawin mo siyang positive. Okay? So, example, a raised to 5, that is equals to 1 over a raised to 5. Para maging positive yung exponent natin na 5. Okay. So, 3x, quantity 3x raised to negative 3. So, ang gagawin natin muna is alisin muna natin yung negative exponent. So, magiging, ang reciprocal niya is 1 over quantity 3x cube. Okay. So, tapos na ba to? Siyempre, hindi pa. Ang gagawin pa natin, hindi pa kasi siya naka-simplest form, is gagamitan natin ng power of a product. Yung kaninang diniscuss natin. So, again, yung numerator natin will remain 1. Tapos, di ba, yung exponent na nasa labas, i-multiply mo sa exponents na nasa loob. So, 3. Ang 3 natin ay walang exponent. So, 3 times 1 lang siya. So, raised to 3 lang siya. And then, yung x, again, walang exponent. So, automatically, 1 yon. So, 1 times 3 is 3. So, magiging final answer natin 1. 3 cubed is 3 times 3 times 3. That is equals to 27. Tapos x cubed. That will be our final answer. Okay, last example na to. Malapit na tayong matapos. So, ang given dito is 1 over 4x squared, quantity 4x squared y, close parenthesis, raised to negative 2. So, as you can notice, yung exponent natin, yung negative exponent natin, nasa may denominator. Sabi ko nga kanina, sa negative exponent, para maging positive yung exponent, i-reciprocate mo lang siya. Okay? O kukunin mo yung reciprocal niya. So, since nasa denominator, yung ating negative exponent, ilalagay natin siya sa numerator. So, magiging 4x squared, quantity 4x squared y raised to negative, magiging positive magiging positive 2 na siya. Okay? So, you just multiply, magiging, distribute natin, power of a product, 4 squared, x raised to 2 times 2, and then y raised to 1 times 2. So, our 4 squared is 16, and then x raised to 4, 1 times 2 is 2. So, magiging y squared. So, that is our final answer. Okay, so that's all for our video for today. I hope this will help you in answering your exercises and learning tasks in your modules. Please comment your name if you are my student in Montalban Heights. Please comment your name and your full name and your section in the comment section. Thank you very much and God bless.